What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Get myself comfortable here. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Monday, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this young lady up here, Miss Bionca Ellis. Everybody knows her. Her name and face has been shown all over the internet, especially last week when she went to court and in front of friends and family of the victim who lost his life, 3-year-old Julian Wood, and him and his mother, whose name is Margot Wood, I didn't forget it this time, were brutally attacked by Miss Ellis out there in North Olmstead, Ohio, at a Giant Eagle supermarket. Miss Margot Wood survived. Julian Wood lost his life. And this lady made headlines not only for that, but what she did in court last week when she was smiling and acting jovial and acting like, it was nothing. Since I've done that video on her, more information has come out as far as, what people think her motive is and stuff. Me personally, from looking at a lot of documents and things about her past and some of the things she said about wanting to be locked up. She had a desire to be incarcerated, so she used this to a means to an end for her to get locked up for as long as she possibly can. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video today is last week she was in court. Surprisingly, this morning she was in court again. And the whole dynamic was different. Didn't see all of that stuff you've seen before with her. And it was like she was a different person somewhat. Also looked like she had a reality check. Somebody got in their ear and told her what she did was unsatisfactory to both the court system and the people that were in mourning. But either way, man, I'm going to show you this video of what happened. I'm going to show you the actual thing of what happened in court. They got a trial date set already for later this year. I told you before, they're not going to be playing around with this situation. They're not going to play around with her. She made a mockery in the courtroom. Take a look and see if you notice what I noticed on this video, this courtroom video. A few things I noticed, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Take a look.
All rise. Court of Common Pleas is now open. The Honorable Tom J. Russo presiding.
All right, thank you. You may be seated. All right, so good morning. We're here on case number 692604, State of Ohio versus Bionca Ellis. She's present in the courtroom this morning with her counsel, Mr. Mack and Mr. Johnson. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Our assistant county prosecutors, Ms. Faralia and Ms. Patel, are here on behalf of the State of Ohio. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I think all of you know that any case that gets assigned to this courtroom, we set the case for trial as well as some future dates. So I'm going to do that today. Obviously, I'd like to involve all of you so that we have a trial date certain that meets with all of your calendars. Whether that date moves or remains a date on the record or on the books will be determined on how we proceed with the case. It's a 10-count indictment. Aggravated murder is count 1. Counts 2 and 3 are charged in the alternative on the murder counts. Counts 4, felonious assault, count 5, endangering children, and then count 6 and 7 in the alternative, the attempted murder charge, and then count 8, the felonious assault. I know the parties wanted to have some discussion with the court on the record. What I'd like to do is for Ms. Ellis, just for you to understand, I will have you in the courtroom when we are on the record. If the lawyers are just meeting independently, I will not bring you up. Your lawyers have the opportunity to meet with you in the county jail. In addition to that, the lawyers, I believe you know that occasionally the deputies with notice will allow us an opportunity to meet here, you to meet your client here on the floor, meaning you need to review evidence of sorts, and it might be easier here. So those are something that can be worked out through my bailiff and the sheriff's department if it actually works with your calendars. And I think you both know that as well.
Yeah, sure.
In setting this, I'll ask the state of Ohio first about discovery. What discovery is outstanding? If you can give me at least information of when you expect certain discovery, just so that I'm aware of what might be out there or not out there. I would say this, that blower above you is running continuously. It has not turned off since COVID, although it paused for a minute during trial last week. So those microphones in front of you, if you can hit the green button or the button in front, that'll turn the green on, and then maybe pull the microphone close to you. Even if you stand, you can put it up. But the button in front, if you can just hit it, it'll carry your voice. So let me hear from the state of Ohio, Mr. Brown.
I believe it's on, Your Honor.
Yes, if your green light's on, you're
Yeah.
on. Thank you.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
On behalf of the state of Ohio, Anna Frelia, and this morning, Your Honor, with regards to discovery, some discovery has been transferred over to the defense via the portal. We also have a bunch of surveillance cameras and other miscellaneous information that is in need of a terabyte. So I indicated to the defense attorneys that they're going to need to provide to me an external hard drive. I also have been in contact with the medical examiner's office, and they indicated that I should probably have an autopsy report within the next 3 to 4 weeks with regards to the autopsy report of Julian. So other than that, Your Honor, the state of Ohio is progressing with discovery and turning things over. So we'll continue to do that as they become available to me.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, have you been able to receive the discovery that's been sent? And I'm assuming we'll provide a terabyte for that external hard drive information.
Judge Fernando Mack, on behalf of Mr. Ellis, we have received limited discovery, and it's correct with Ms. Fry has indicated that we're still waiting for those other important items.
Very good. So I'm looking at the calendar, and at least initially, I'd like to set it for a trial. I think we said December 9th is a Monday. And 6 months out approximately, which is within the guidelines for the Supreme Court. Of course, those guidelines can be moved. But I think now, at least setting the date, everybody has a date on their calendar. Is that a date, at least looking on your calendars, is available to all the parties? Is that a Monday, Kathleen?
Yes, it is.
We seem to be the one, Judge, but that
Yes.
may not work out for my schedule.
Okay.
But there are also some other reasons that may toll the necessity of going to trial quickly in this case.
Okay. And again, I'm not looking to move quickly. I'm just looking to have the date. So why don't we put the 9th down tentatively? And if you want to speak further on some of the thoughts regarding Ms. Ellis, I can hear from counsel. Why don't we put the 9th down as our trial date? Monday, December 9th. We'll go back to November for a final pretrial.
November 7th.
And then November 7th would be a final pretrial. Of course, I'll allow you to continue to make pretrials regarding just the attorneys. If there is a need to go on the record, I'll make sure that I have Ms. Ellis up. Anything further from the state?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Anything further from counsel on behalf of Ms. Ellis?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good. Let me note just one thing that I wanted to note. So before the case was indicted and assigned to the court, a staff member of mine noted that they had attended the wake of the decedent in this case. I indicated to that staff member if they could explain to me how they found themselves at the wake, and if there's some concerns the court should at least put on the record, and so I am going to put it on the record. Staff indicated that their partner had, if I'm correct, grown up with the decedent's father while they were youth, and maybe played basketball, like maybe CYO basketball and things of that sort. My staff indicated they had no interaction with the decedent's parents, including the named victim and the counts that are before me as well, and had never met any of the parties regarding the family. Staff did tell me they went, and that was the first time that they met the parents, was at the wake. So that brief moment. They also told me that they donated to the GoFundMe that somehow might be out there. And so I want to note that. When I became aware of that, well, I became aware of that before the case was even assigned to me. And so then I felt it at least compelling. I don't know any of the parties, nor have I had any contact with the parties, and nor have I had any discussions with my staff regarding that. But I thought I'd put it on the record. I don't believe there's any conflict. I don't feel conflicted at all. And so I place that on the record for you to take for consideration if you believe that you think there's a conflict with the court. I don't see one, just because I don't know any of the parties. But if you want to take that to your staff or your superiors and have conversations, you can let me know, or if you want to speak to it now.
Your Honor, on behalf of the state, we have no objection. In the efforts of being transparent, the members of the Wood family are related to a staff member in the prosecutor's office as well, and that person will have no contact or anything with regards to this case. So with regards to that, we like to put that on the record as well and let the defense know that.
Very good.
Thank you.
And Mr. Johnson and Mr. Mack, I don't know if there was a concern, or you just take it under advisement, and you could let the court know if there's any concerns that you have, whether we're on the record next time or through motion, or if you want to speak to it now.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. All right, very good. All right, I'll allow you to pick a future date with my bailiff, and I'll have that date just between the parties. I'll continue to ask that you update the court on when the autopsy report is provided to the state, just to make sure the external hard drive has been submitted as well. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Very good.
Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
we'll adjourn. Thanks.
Guys, you seen it? She had a whole nother different demeanor today in court. Though she still had that attitude, seemed like somebody got in her ear and said, hey, you cut up with this goofy stuff in here this time. You know what I'm saying? We're not going for it. And I'm not talking about the court. I think the lawyers got in her ear and seen what she did last week and said, hey, that's not helping your defense, or it's not helping us defend you. So we need you to cut that out. You see, he whispered in her ear. What I said last week still stands. I believe that she didn't like her last lawyer, which was a public defender, but I think these are paid lawyers. She got 2 lawyers. And I think they got in her ear and told her, yo, you acting out of order. Because I think the reason why she has these lawyers now, they're trying to eliminate her getting the death penalty. Now, you've seen they pushed this trial date for the end of this year, December 9th, 2024. Quick. Get this thing over with. When you tell somebody what punishment you desire and think you're going to get it, they're going to give you the opposite because they're victims and stuff. Did you hear what they said? Conflict of interest. On the prosecution side, there's somebody that's a member of the family that was what? Related, but they don't have nothing to do with the case. So they said, okay, we'll dismiss that as conflict of interest. You know, we won't count it as that, but still, it's still inside information, and still people that are affected in law enforcement to the victims that weren't. 3-year-old boy is dead. Mother Margot Wood is hurt. Still in mourning. They pushed this trial date quick. End of this year. They're going to try to push for the death penalty. You watch, and when I tell you guys, and I mean, I'm not the sum total of all knowledge. I don't know. But I think, in my opinion, you guys can leave it in the comment section. I think they're going to push for the death penalty. Another thing is this. Let me clarify something. A lot of y'all tore me up, and y'all still continue to tear me up in the comment section. It's all good. Listen, guys, I'm just like you. I heard this case just like you. All I can do is give my opinion like you can give your opinion. And it's all good. But was this a hate crime? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Was it racially motivated? Possibly. And the reason why I say possibly, you know, in her story, like after, you know, looking at all the facts back in the day, with what happened with her recently, where she lied and said, well, they don't know if she lied or not, but they're saying it's fictitious so far of her killing a bartender who was a white woman. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get caught up in this racial thing. She said she killed a white woman before. Now you turn around and say, actually try to kill another one, don't succeed, kill a kid. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people can say, and it is safe to say, I mean, it's your opinion. Hey, she had a thing where she wanted to kill white women. Maybe so. We don't know. None of us are in her head. None of us want to be neither. But I mean, I want to clarify that. I mean, I'm just somebody on here, just like you guys giving an opinion and just reporting on the story. I'm not close to anybody that's there. I don't have no inside feelers. I don't know her. I don't know her family. But what she did was messed up. That's all that matters. A child is gone. Mother in mourning. You know, a lot of people, you know, looking at the color and all of that stuff, the crime gonna come first. Gonna always come first. You know what I'm saying? So was it you know, a hate crime? I don't know. Was it racially motivated? I still don't know. I mean, it may be because I mean, she said her last victim was a white woman. So I mean, you can take it and run with it. But nobody knows what's going on in the mind of Bionca Ellis, and nobody knows what's really going on. But we do know this. She had this thing where she wanted to get locked up. I don't know why she picked that to do that, to get locked up. But I mean, people do what they do, especially when they psychotic. You don't know what they thinking. But I think in the case of what she did, I think she was in conscious sound mind and body at that time when she committed this act. Either way, man, they're going to try to smoke this lady. They got paid lawyers to ensure that she can get life, if anything. But I think the stain that she put on that city and that negative press and all them people hurting, I think they're going to override it. You see, she had a different judge. Now, she already got rid of her other lawyer, which I said, you know, I didn't think she liked her. But she got a different judge, too. I don't know if that's because she had a public defender at first and then that judge takes public defender cases, or this judge takes paid trial cases. I don't know. But they changed everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess, you know, I mean, you going in court and you laughing and stuff. They're not at your mercy. You at theirs. So I mean, that right there was the stupidest move I've seen people do. When they faced with murder charge or something real heinous, getting there and laugh, look unapologetic and create a fiasco for themselves. The only grave you digging is your own. That's all I got to say about it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. She went from looking happy and jovial, like she don't care. She got her wish. She getting locked up to what? Looking downtrodden, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they said the autopsy report would be in 3 or 4 weeks. So, I mean, they said they'll get that back. Said she was given a partial discovery. They gave her a partial discovery that fast, that quick. You only been in jail, what, 10 days? Less? You got a partial discovery already? That let me know that there was paid lawyers. They ordered that. Of course, there's no way if she was in a cell, she would have got a partial discovery. They gave it to her just in regular causation with a public defender. So that's how you know those are paid lawyers. Did you notice the guy said something to her? The one lawyer said something to her. She had an attitude. You don't like being told what to do. Yeah, well, when you go to prison, you can get used to that because that's all they do. It's control your movements and so on and so forth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. May Julian Wood rest in peace and his mother get over this mourning. Hopefully.